Hello everyone, and welcome to Swindler's Den, and tonight's session of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Off before we get anything started, our little baby boy, TommieTaco isn't feeling well tonight, so he will not be joining us. But we hope he's out there watching the demise of his party, because they can't escape it even if he is trying to. But no, we hope you feel better, Tommy. And other than that, let's introduce the other players. We'll start off with Grizlocke.
Hello, I'm Grizlocke. You can find me at Grizlocke on YouTube. How's it going? I am also here on Sundays for Lost Song of Phandelver. And I'll be playing Orlin and possibly Pabu today.
Yeah, and then next in line is Bumbleskum.
Hey, it's your boy Bumbleskum. I guess I'm here. I play Six, the Warforged, who's taking a nap right now, and Shadowmind, the Goliath, who wants to take a nap right
now. Then we have Dyto.
Hello, I am Dyto. You can find me here on Wednesdays, and I will be playing Felicity, the Tabaxi Artificer, and Valrez, the Ranger Goliath, and she just wants to shoot something, and there's a dragon flying by. She is kind of scared. She wore her brown pants today.
That's good. And she's also visible, so last but not least is Dr. Phage.
Hello, I'm playing Axel, the Goliath fighter, who can do nothing against a dragon, and Sister Liliana, the Dragonborn cleric, who can do a couple of things against a dragon.
Now the Goliath fought a dragon already. This one's just different. And yeah, also Tommy, you can find him on Twitter at TommieTaco, and he streams. He played Yu-Gi-Oh! And Halo's last I've seen of him, so go check him out. Show him support as well. But speaking of dragons and things, last time on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, our group had gathered together and we're like, hey, let's split up again, but be in our normal parties. So the Goliath headed south to find this fortress of the Duergar, while the main party went to Goodmead to have a good time and drink some alcohol before they went to try and backstab Avarice, the wizard of the Arcane Brotherhood that they had been kind of at odds with recently. So as they did that, the Goliath headed south. They kind of got led off the path by a blizzard, as well as some gnolls that were hunting them within the blizzard. They were able to take care of those and continue south, adding about 3 hours to their travel time, and make their way to the fortress. But before they were able to make it there, our other group had made it to Goodmead. Some of them had headed, that doesn't sound like a word. It is, though, to the mead hall to drink some of that honey mead, the Goodmead honey mead. And 6, 3, and Shannara had stayed in the stables for the night. A warforged, a giant construct, and a mummy just hanging out amongst some axe beaks and some dogs. And then Sister Liliana had went to a abandoned temple where she had found a frozen dead body that seemed to be laying out there on purpose. It wasn't like, oh, I found a body, I found a murder. No, it's like people knew it was there. But yeah, she stayed to help put the temple back together for a little bit. So I know that our good boy Zavros had wanted to drink quite a bit of this good mead.
But he changed his mind and decided that was a bad idea.
Oh, yeah?
For some reason.
Do Orlin and Felicity drink a good amount, or how much are you guys drinking?
I just bought honey. She's gonna make some of her special nighttime tea.
All right.
I believe that Zavros bought me a honey mead. I'll have that, but just the one.
Okay, just the one. All right. Just roll me a Constitution saving throw, then, please.
Well, fuck.
You want
It's
me to
only
roll
one. It won't be that hard.
Do you want me to roll one for
Mm.
Zavros?
What did I get? I don't have it
No,
pulled up.
Zavros
There we
is
go. Oh boy.
Zavros
to
is
skip
wasted.
Zavros' stuff because he was going to drink quite a bit. Zavros will have a level of exhaustion when he wakes up in the morning. As far as our boy Orlin, roll a d4.
I hate you, Zavros. 3.
3. You have advantage on saving throws
I love
made
you,
against
Zavros.
fear. Roll a d2.
Damn it.
You said he'll have one.
Yes, one level
So
exhaustion.
1.
When he
You
wakes
also
up.
have disadvantage on wisdom and dexterity saving throws.
Okay. So disadvantage on wisdom and dex. Is that what you said?
Yep.
And then advantage
Oh.
on
Saving throws made against fear.
fear. Yeah. Okay.
So,
And you'll have a level of exhaustion in the morning. I'll let you keep those because you aren't really going to get to use that stuff until the morning, maybe. We'll see. But yes, for right now, you have those.
What could you possibly need?
Actually, no. Give me a... give me... It's for the exhaustion. We'll see if you actually get the exhaustion. Do another Constitution saving throw for me.
18.
All right. You won't have the exhaustion. You do get the other
Yes.
effects, though.
Okay, that's fine. I can live with that.
All right. What are people's plans for... I know Liliana's going to head back to the meat hall after doing her work. She wasn't going to drink, from what I understand. But is there anything you guys want to do before you go to bed at all?
Ever tell you how much I love you, Zavros?
Orlin seems to
he's
profess his
passed
love
out.
to Zavros when he's not here.
He's out.
Shit. Zavros just passes out at the tail.
I think Liliana would, after she comes back, she would stay up with Zavros and Orlin, but wouldn't be drinking with them, but just staying up and keeping them company and such.
I've already mentioned that 6 was pretty much settled down for the evening with 3 and Shinar and
Yeah,
the
you have...
dogs and the
and the
bird.
you have like not passing, but you converse with 3 for a while about kind of getting to know about you a little bit more.
Yeah.
It doesn't go too in depth before he has to shut down to like complete his regeneration process.
Yeah.
Yes. You guys are hanging out there, and about what time? If and nobody wants to do anything, about what times do you go to bed?
If we got there close to 5, I think settling into everything and having that conversation, probably 6:30.
Alright.
Unless like someone interrupts me or needs something.
I feel like
that's probably about the same time that Felicity did too. She's an old cat.
I don't think Liliana and Co. go to bed that early. Mostly because if Zavros is getting wasted, I feel like he's going to be up for a good period of time. Like, we're not getting to bed until 10, 11 o'clock at night at the earliest.
Zavros, you may as well drink another. We never know when we might die. It could be any day now.
Oh, okay.
Dragon
I'll
could
drink up.
just swoop down and...
Burn down the 10 towns this evening.
Alright, if nobody has any immediate plans before bed, then you can all head to bed. And we can switch over to check in on what the Goliaths are doing. Because last time when we left off, the Goliaths were making their plans on heading into, or trying to stake out this fortress, this giant stone fortress that they see built out of the rock of the mountain itself in front of them, hundreds of feet tall, with these arrow slits coming out of it. And as they made this plan, 2 steel doors began to slide open to reveal this massive construct made out of black ice that took off into the night sky, and it is starting to fly over you about 300 feet in the air.
Marok is going to point up at it and go, "You son of a bitch, if I can't fly, you can't either." And he's going to cast Earthbind.
All right. And we did talk about this at the end of last episode, and I rolled for it then, so I kind of could plan for if anything happened. So these magical tendrils start coming out of the ground and race up towards this flying construct. And as they get close to its body, you can see that they start to recoil away from it, and the thing is able to make it past these tendrils.
You said it can't see me, right?
Whether it can't see you or not, it's not paying attention to you. It's flying away from you.
What is the distance?
You said it's 300 feet.
300?
The door is 300 feet in the air. As it's taken off and flying, it's probably about like 350 from you before you can react to it.
I can still shoot it. I have 600. It's a 150, but after it's up to 600.
So you can shoot at disadvantage then.
I would like to give her an inspiration.
Alright. Yeah, as she's pulling her bow out, you're able to react with the inspiration in time before she launches this arrow.
Perez, I know you're in the shadows somewhere, so...
Oh, yes. That's right, you can't see her.
Right.
Aim well.
I can pop off 3 shots real quick.
Alright.
22 for the
That'll
first
hit.
one. Okay, so that's fuck. I didn't hunter's mark it. Whatever.
You wouldn't have time to Hunter's Mark. You'd only have time for the action.
All right, so that's 11. What's your inspiration?
D8. Hey, you got an 8 though.
Oh, so 19.
That also hits.
Okay, so that'll be 4 extra, so that's 16. Then my last one is a 22 to hit.
Disadvantage, so 10. And
Oh,
it
10.
misses.
All right.
So yeah, you get these 2 arrows off. The last one falls a little bit short, but you see them kind of plink plink off of its hide, and it does seem to connect, but it just kind of chips at the hide as it continues flying towards the 10 towns.
That's not good.
At this point, it does leave your line of sight.
That doesn't look good at all.
Perhaps we should go home.
We just spent all day coming here.
Do we know what the hell that was? It looked like it was made of glass or something.
Probably that Chardolin that they talked about. The mean wizard lady. I don't know.
I thought it was just like a rock or something. That thing was moving.
I think our answers are... And without thinking, Velraz points up to the fortress.
Well, you're like
on
a stairway, aren't you? You're like 100 feet above us? Or something?
She didn't quite make it to the stairway yet, but there is a stairway in front of you guys.
Marok has a stone flying thing.
Oh no, that's a mean prank by the person. It's a rock that tells you when gravity works. It's very funny in a non-life-threatening situation.
Doesn't he have like an owl thing or something?
The familiar
you used
thing,
last
yeah.
time?
Oh,
An eagle or a hawk or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a stone hawk.
Oh yeah, sure.
Do you know what that is, Marok?
I think technically he'd still have it because I don't think he ever desummoned it. At least he didn't say he did.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
your bird could chase it.
Sure, I'll send my bird after it. I don't know if it'll be able to keep up.
Let's find the flight speed of a hawk, shall we?
A stone
Was it like
hawk.
60?
It's probably 60. Let me check though.
It's an eagle. Giant eagles, like 80.
Flying speed
So
is 60.
Yeah.
Babu,
Say
have
it.
you seen my hawk?
Yes, the hawk begins to take off after this flying construct.
I don't know what good it will do having the hawk flying after it, but it is something, I guess.
I think
I
we
am.
can-
Go ahead.
I'm starting to think that's not gonna really work. I'm hoping those who are down there, whether it's that devil lady at the castle or even the rest of your friends down there, hopefully they can deal with this dragon. I don't think we're gonna make. I think by the time we get down there, there's not gonna be much to salvage. If nothing else, we can at least break up and wreck the house it lives in. Take out a few of its masters.
There might be more information inside where it came from.
Who knows, if we're lucky, maybe we'll find a second one inside we can take on ourselves.
Oh no.
I was thinking the same thing. We are here. They made the dragon. Unknown if that is the situation. They were making something. But we can go in and have a grand old time killing a bunch of Duergar as retribution for not being able to attack the shiny dragon.
Okay.
All right. So for viewers' transparency, these guys did just travel 13 hours. And it's around midnight. So, the plan sounds like they're still going to try and go inside. So what is your plan on doing so? You do see, again, I'll just describe it for you quickly. Beyond the snowy foothills, blah, blah, blah. Carved high in the wall are arrow slits with lights burning around them and a clanking sound issuing from them. A narrow staircase hewn from rock leads up along one side of the wall. And it's just sheer mountain that this thing is carved into.
We should take advantage of the noise from the dragon to get closer.
Yeah. Well, Night Hunter and I can scope out a little bit. You guys stay a little bit behind us, and then we'll kind of form a chain heading up, and then we'll be able to let you know if there's danger.
Okay.
So Night,
Sounds good.
I'll let Night Hunter probably lead up because she's so undetectable. She'll probably have a better time navigating at first, and then I'm probably the second most stealthy. So I'll keep as close to 40 feet behind her as possible.
Night Hunter, make a stealth check with advantage, and then Shadow Mind, make your own stealth check, just flat.
Okay.
16.
Lucky have the advantage.
23!
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you begin sneaking up there. You don't see any activity around the door, but you move up these stairs. Sorry, I'm jumping past myself. So you move up the stairs, and as you get to the top, to the east part of it, to the east of the stairs, it leads you to an entrance of the fortress. A 10-foot-high double door of featureless stone. There is an arrow slit facing in the direction where you're standing. Direction, yeah, it's weirdly sorry, but yes, there's an arrow slit facing where you head towards the store.
East arrow slit.
I can attempt to reread it better if you need me to.
Is the door is that the door that the dragon came through, the same one that we're approaching?
This is not. This one is on your level. The door the dragon came out of is about 300 feet in the air above where you are now. A little bit shorter because you went up some stairs, but yes, the dragon door is much higher up. This is a much smaller door that seems to be humanoid size. And in fact, I'm actually going to move you guys to a map. You don't have to move around meticulously on this map. It's just to kind of show the layout of where you guys are. You're going to kind of be in the middle left-hand side of the page. Is very small. I have everybody on there, but only Shadow Mind and Night Hunter up there right now.
Is this door open or closed?
It is closed currently, yes. It seems to be made out of stone, and you don't see any kind of handles or anything from the outside.
I will back up towards Can I take a look around, see if I see any body? I know that they told me people might be invisible, but
yeah, make a perception check.
I would still like to take a look around since I'm over here. We're in the mountains, aren't we?
Oh, you are, yes.
Sweetness. Roll. Oh, great. 15.
You do not see any beings around.
I will, and it's just the door and the, arrow slits.
Yep, that are on your level.
I'll backtrack a little, that 40 feet to, Shadow Mind. And once I'm basically in his face, he'll be able to see me. And I'll indicate to the door and the arrow slits. And give him hand signals to indicate that I didn't see anybody.
Okay. I'll give a thumbs up back to the people behind us. Just so we know we can keep moving forward.
All right, do the rest of you approach?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we get a go-ahead from Shadowmind.
Right. Are you doing stealthily, or are you just walking up?
As stealthily as I can.
I'll give it a go.
All right, stealth checks from everybody, disadvantage from Axel.
That's Pabu's sheet, but under Orland's name.
And
Yeah, I'm...
the last one.
The 12 is Marok.
12 is okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, you all approach this door.
Is it does it open?
As you are all staring at it, it's not opening right now, no.
Do you want me to try to open it?
How?
Is there a handle? Like,
There is no handle on it, no.
yes. You can try.
Are the arrow slits, or is it like these things to the bottom? Or is it so there's something I can see?
These ones are facing over the side of the mountain. I will kind of reveal a little bit more to show you the one you can see. One you can see is right there.
All right. Can I want to look inside that. I want to try and see. I've had my dark vision on since last.
All right.
So I should be good on that.
Do a perception check for me. Just to see how much of the room you can see from inside of there.
16.
It's 16. So you can see that the room is being illuminated by braziers of glowing hot coals. And visible on the west wall, you are on the west wall where the arrow slit is.
Okay.
And you wouldn't see that, but a floor-to-ceiling iron cage in the middle of the room containing what looks like an elevator shaft with chains running up and down away from it. The chains seem to be in constant motion, and you hear loud mechanical noises higher up in the shaft and further down as well. And you also see there is a double door on the far side of the room. And that is what... And you see there's like an open doorway as well, and I'll kind of reveal this area to you now.
Yeah, that'll be helpful for me a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay. And there's nothing inside the cage, you said? It seems more like an elevator type thing?
It seems like an open shaft. You can see the chain is moving up and down side of it, but there's nothing else in there right now.
Okay. Shadow Mind, motions back one moment, and as he turns back around, he does some like like hand movements, makes some symbols, and he teleports into here.
All right.
To the darkness.
I think he is telling us to hold on a moment.
Actually, you know, that doesn't sound as cool. He says one moment, and then he like disappears into darkness, like fading backwards. That sounds way better. I'm gonna say that. Either way, he teleported inside.
All right. Yeah, as you get inside and you look around, you can actually see on the wall where you were looking through. You can see that there is. God, I lost it. Oh, there's also this large iron lever, and a heavy iron winch.
On where is it?
It's on the wall of the arrow slit you were looking through, so you wouldn't be able to see it when you were looking through the arrow slit. But now that you're in the room, it's on that same wall.
A lever and a winch?
Yes.
Just after he teleports in, I'm going to take advantage of that and use my action to turn into my polar bear form, so my hybrid form.
I will actually grab that token for you.
So Axel in preparation.
Actually, do you have the token already? I saw it on the map at one point. One of the other maps when we were.
I know I've played around with it and put it out there for funsies. Forget where it was.
Why can't I find it?
Well, he's teleporting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly go over to like this top door area. Is that just a doorway or is it a door?
The top door area is a doorway, so it is open.
Okay, so I'm gonna silently move over and then like try to like stealthily peek out to see what's above.
Yeah. So, oh god, I hate that this is like the reveal areas tool doesn't always want to work right. There we go.
No.
So as you look out in the hallway, you can see that there is a set of doors across from you, and then there seems to be more hallway to either side. You can kind of peek your head around and see another door going to your left, and then the hallway just seems to continue down to the right.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep stealthily, like hoping so I obviously I don't want to like. My goal is to not be seen,
Yeah.
obviously.
Fair.
So I want to try and see what's beyond, like in this entry doorway, like planning wise.
All right. Yeah, you rolled a nat 20 earlier. I'm not going to make you continuously roll until I need you to roll again. Come on. Reveal areas too. Roll 20. Can you just like work all the time when I need you to?
No,
so
that would be too easy.
You see that there is this empty room with narrow openings at the yes, so there are this is an empty room, and you see a portcullis that is in between you and the door there. So kind of these iron bars that are keeping the door shut.
Does it look like there is any is there any levers or winches in here?
There is not, but you do see that on this wall there is an arrow slit as well.
Okay. So that's an arrow slit. That's a portcullis. And the door doesn't look like it's got any handles, right?
Yep, it doesn't look like there's anything in this room that would open the door.
Okay. I'm going to kind of head back to this first room.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to the arrow slit. And I'm going to like you know what? I'm just gonna teleport back out. I was gonna say that, and I'm gonna teleport right in front of the polar bear.
Well, it's a polar bear. I'm not a full polar bear.
Yeah.
I'm a half human, half polar bear. So on two legs with Axel's hammer.
Werebear.
So I get back. All right, I don't see anyone so far. That's like the first thing I say as I like poof into existence. I don't see anything so far. There's a lever, but it's in a different room, and I'm unsure if it's going to be what's going to open up the doors.
Only one way to find out.
I just didn't want to make a ruckus in case anyone had any other ideas.
We could...
My other idea is just pushing on the door So that will probably also cause a ruckus.
There's also a portcullis
Mm.
on the other side. Make it kind of a...
So even
get
if
past
we...
one door. So it might just be that door can open, but the portcullis needs help. I'm going to teleport back in.
Right.
I've got my bow ready, just in case.
I am going to move over to the door, just so that if we can just push it open, I'm ready to.
All right.
I am going to push the lever.
All right. So you throw the lever, and with the... Oh, God, why am I on the wrong page? So you throw the lever, and the door begins to open. You do still see the portcullis in the way, but there is also a winch on the wall.
Yeah. So if I'm like looking out the slot to see this happening, but I'm not like probably that, then I will try and use the winch.
All right. You throw the winch. You move the winch, and the portcullis begins to raise up into the ceiling.
Okay. I just start teleporting. So I'm on this side, waiting for them. Oh, I should get out of the way so you can get
Hello.
in.
Is there anyone in that arrow slit?
That arrow slit? I assume the arrow slit would be...
I'll go up to the arrow slit and take a look inside.
Yeah, you take a look inside, and as everybody's entering the room from the arrow slit, you start to hear yelling in a language I don't think you understand. Anybody speak Undercommon?
Oh, not Undercommon.
Let's see here.
No.
I could understand Undercommon.
Marok does.
Marok does. Marok would hear.
I do have one point of question.
Yeah.
And you might be able to reveal this narratively, or if it's something, if it's Night Hunter looking in,
mm-hmm.
Would they realize something's going on, or do they just, because they hear it, they probably hear something going on? That's my assumption.
So yeah, because of the loud noises of the door and the portcullis, and you entering in, and Axel with his roll. Stone here would hear these creatures yelling, "To arms! To arms!" And Night Hunter, you see these gray dwarves come funneling out of this room, or out of a bunch of small doors into this main room, and they're starting to get all readied up to head out and what appears to be fight you.
They know we're coming.
Would I have enough of a reaction to get out of the arrow slit?
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't seem to be going to the arrow slit, but yes, you can.
Marok.
Yes.
Or sorry, I would never call you Marok. Oh my god, I gotta get Stone here.
Yes, Shadowmind, you son of a bitch.
Do you have anything that can seal a door?
Ooh, I don't think. Well, actually, wait, hold on.
I'm a little bit more lucid than usual, so I thought maybe.
I'm a little rusty. I mean, if I got maybe an action before they show up, I could do some fanciness.
Because the door's right on the other side into that hallway to our left.
Can't seal it, but I can make it difficult for them to get to us through like some pokey little bits that'll hurt them.
Yeah, I'd let you guys each have an action to get ready, because they have to like get all gathered up in there.
Okay. Marok will.
Actually, before he does it, I'm just gonna, run up, and I want to teleport so that way they can, like, if they see anyone, I want them to see me down the hallway.
Right.
I would like to. Actually, I would like to ready mirror image for when like the battle is ensuing, like when they open the doors and it's apparent that we're about to start fighting, and I want to pop it.
She's already had her bow out, so she's not preparing to shoot, but she's got it out. She's ready.
All
right. Okay. Axel is just going to take a step forward to occupy. Well, no, he'll move here to occupy that space, and then Marok is going to cast Spike Growth so that it occupies. Basically, I don't know if it can go through the door, but it's a 20-foot radius, and he would center it on that door. Ooh, Axel may need to take a step back.
Yeah,
some of us want to hop out and go into the other room before he casts it, then? Or no?
Up to you.
Sorry.
So you said it's a 20-foot radius?
Yeah, it may be better than if we all move into the hallway.
I'm going to run this way with Shadowmon.
It also might. No, I don't want. I don't want to play you playing his character for him.
I'll take suggestions.
If you cast it through the arrow slit, then you can just get it in their area, so they all have to, no matter what, also still deal with that inside their own place.
Oh yeah, he'll come over to this nice little arrow slit, and then that's a great idea. Cast it like this point, so then it's this first so centering it like here to occupy most of that area.
The funniest part is they're like, to arms, our dragon's about to attack the town, let's go back him up. They have no idea we're here. That's what I think is going on.
How far out is the I think I'm gonna move just in case.
Alright. If you just want to draw the spike growth, then we can roll initiative.
So the center it like there, so that we can still kind of get around it as necessary.
Alright. Let's roll some initiative then, shall we? Where did
this is great.
Stupid.
This is what Shadowmine lives for. He hasn't probably done this in decades.
10.
Initiative.
Why am I Grizz's Goliath?
I don't know.
Oh. Here, I'm gonna click on him to get initiative, but I did get a 14, so you can change that. God damn it! I don't need it. It's fine. I don't want the high initiative anyway. So
you can. I think you can manually change it as well.
Oh heck yeah!
I can't add tokens to the game. That's sad.
All right, let's get in descending order, shall we? And unfortunately, they rolled really freaking bad, so you also have another turn to kind of set up if you want to. I'll start with Axel.
Oh goodness. Well, I don't have many options, just based off of how we're positioned. I will just use my bonus action to activate my Giant's Might, which doesn't change much, just gives me some extra damage. And do you think... Well,
there we go.
I will hold my action to dash up to this position if Night Hunter moves backwards. I don't know what her.
She is. She's gonna lay a trap and then she's gonna move back.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll hold my action to dash just to occupy that space up there.
All right. My stupid character sheet keeps disappearing for these guys. Next. Oh.
Bye, Grizz.
The cameras all froze, and I got everybody's to fix but Bumble's, so I was just trying to reset it.
Oh, okay.
Bumbles
Okay.
is still frozen. It's weird because you're fine on my Discord. You're just not fine on OBS. So
Oh.
it's very weird. I've never experienced this before. Keep going though. I can keep messing around with this.
It is Stone Hero's turn.
Oh shoot! Dang.
I'm just gonna continue to hold my action. By the way.
Stone. Why don't you have any? Stone here is just gonna like come and hang out here. Yeah, because that's the safest place for him, and he's not going to do anything with his action because I don't have any attack cantrip.
All right. I believe he just joined us against Shadowbind.
He's gonna ready an action to keep teleporting back as they're like coming towards him, since he'll be like the first person they probably see.
Okay. Night Hunter.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to first. I don't see anything, right? I don't see anybody. Nope, I don't. She is going to cast Cordon of Arrows. So she pulls 4 arrows out of her quiver, and they turn into little spikes. She's gonna place one here, and here, and here, and here.
All right. Is that just an action to do all of that?
It is. It's one action.
All right.
Because they all have to be within 5 feet. So basically,
Okay.
she's just placing them around where she is. So anytime a creature comes within 30 feet of the ammunition, or starts their turn, they have to make a dex save, or they get hit with the arrow. And I am designating that my party members are not part of that trap, because that's
Right.
part of the spell as well. And then I will move back.
All right.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, and then Axel will just shift to occupy this space.
All right. And then you were holding your action, Pabu?
I guess I'll pop it just so that I don't waste it. That makes sense, because we're in turn order now. So I'll pop it. Mirror image.
All right. Mirror image. All right. The Duergar. Yeah. Stone Hero continue to hear them shouting that to arms, protect Sunblight, to arms. Stone here, you're gonna have to roll a bunch of friggin' damage for me here. Roll 25 feet worth of movement for spike growth.
If, okay, so that's a 10d4.
They all die.
Probably.
Oh, that's a shitty roll.
19.
It's pretty average.
Run
Yeah.
it.
Those TommieTaco rolls there.
So one of the Duergar gets there.
Just for your sake, Sharp, I don't know if they're using their action to dash, but it is difficult terrain.
That's correct. So technicality is it. I mean, yeah, it would use its action to dash because it can't do anything else anyway. So.
And it would also have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes. Fails. It's a 7.
3 piercing damage as well.
Yeah,
And one of the arrows is gone.
yeah, this Duergar comes running out to you, Axel. It's got its war pick out. His feet are just bleeding, and it's taking these hits, but it's still standing. All right, do another 25 feet worth of damage for me.
21.
21.
I did look it up and I was wrong. 25 is average, so come on.
Yeah, like it's... I rolled a lot of ones on that one.
And then another dex save.
Another dex save. That one is a 12.
I I think still misses. Yeah, it still misses. So a d6. 4. So another arrow's gone.
Yeah, one's like holding itself up on its war pick, just barely holding in there. Another 25 feet of movement for me.
27. That's what I want.
27. Oh, I moved the whole thing. Whoopsie.
Oh no.
Oh,
I think it was there, wasn't? No, because Axel's not in it. Hold on.
yeah.
Get over here.
It's slightly like to the right or to the left.
Yeah, like there.
It was kind of.
I can-
Yeah, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yep. That was it.
So yeah, you just hear something slump on the other side of this wall as it's running. Holy smokes. Do 20 feet of movement on this next one.
Clutch.
18. 21.
21 is that? Yeah, that was less. All right.
Yes.
And it's within 30 feet of one of my arrows.
All right.
So dex save. Let me.
Dex save. That is correct. 3.
All right.
He's not here.
I got him.
Ooh.
3. That's 3 arrows gone.
Do another 20 feet of movement for me.
Yes, sir. 20.
Will there be a lot of Duergar?
There be a lot of Duergar, and
Awesome.
There'd be a lot of dead
they're
Duergar.
not being very perceptive.
This is going to be my last arrow, so I just need my last dex save.
All right. 4.
I was talking shit
Or
about
2.
Tommy's
2 damage.
That
Spell
one
choice.
also dies. Do 10 feet of movement for me.
so that's 44.
Right?
Only
Hold
9.
on. Well, 15 feet of movement, so another 2d4.
14 total.
14 total, alright.
Craps, man, they're awesome.
20 more feet of movement.
That's 84. This is too much math. I have to think way too hard. Why did I cast the spell?
Because it killed the Duergar.
Honestly,
20
that was a
24 feet of movement.
Ooh. the
Oh,
last two
that
was
one-
nice
That one
roll.
dies.
Yeah.
And then 20 more feet.
Okay.
21.
Alright. As this one stomps over this one's fallen body, and they've all moved. Axel.
I'm gonna hold my action for one to get within range and just be like, "Are you okay? This seems like you're having trouble getting to us."
You ready in action to give them a potion if they need it.
I'm not doing great, but you can't continue.
I'll say that in Dwarvish, like, "Ooh, looks like the deep dwarves aren't as good as they thought they are."
Don't speak
You know-
my language at me.
You know, considering Gloomstalkers are an Underdark subclass, I should have had her take Undercommon, but I didn't.
Well, Stone here.
I think the Stone here is real proud of his work. And be like, "Huh! I've still got some mojo in these old bones." And he's just gonna like boop back here so that he's even more out of the way.
All right. Shadow Mind.
Shadow Mind's kind of like shaking his head at how noisy everyone's been during their infiltration mission. Like, the trap went as planned. We don't have to worry about these guys anymore. It seems like they're all going to drop that. He's just going to ready again to, move back as necessary or... Honestly, actually, can I do a perception check to possibly... so I can hear out from any other directions if anyone's heard this alarm and is coming?
Yeah, do a perception.
I think that's a better use of it than a 10, but that's basically what he's doing. He's just keeping an eye on the other doors.
a lot of iron clanging and noises that kind of cover up anything that you'd be able to hear coming, and possibly what you are doing currently. So.
Okay. Actually, I'm actually not that worried about these guys.
Yeah.
No.
He knows better, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 60. So he's going to teleport over here. I don't know if I can see anything else.
Yeah, I can reveal some more for you. So you see there is another door on your left side of the hallway that you've traveled down.
Okay.
And at the far end seems to be another door, as well as 2 other hallways going to the left and right.
Okay. So he's going to keep this in mind. He's going to keep trying to do his stealth mission because he knows the rest of them will take on the doors. So that'll be my turn.
All right. Night Hunter.
I'm not even gonna Hunter's Mark. I'm just gonna shoot my 3 shots.
Shoot your shots.
Would I have advantage because they can't see me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will get sneak attack on that first one. So the first one I'm gonna attack is this back one here.
Alright.
Attack the ones at the front. They have less spikes to walk through.
Yeah, but I'm sure that Axel wants to hit something.
You shoot an arrow into this back one, and he drops dead.
There's plenty of dwarves. I'll have
I'm gonna-
options.
The next one. All right, then I'll shoot the one in front of Axel.
All right.
Hold on, I gotta turn off my sneak attack.
Uh, 17 hit. Another Duergar dead.
And
Just
for my
Blocking them
last,
off with arrows as they're
for
running
my
across.
last shot, we'll go after this guy, the guy in front of the first guy I killed.
All right. You hit him with an arrow, but he continues to stand. Everything hurts.
And I saw a Shadow Mind move, so I'm gonna move back just a little bit to give him coverage if he needs it. 25. I should still be in range. I have a long range, so. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, come together. All right, Pabu.
I feel like I wasted this spell. And then I pop around the corner with a light crossbow. I'm just gonna shoot at the one that looked that oh my god, I just drove Valrez was shooting at.
All right.
Now, light crossbows have like the reload property, right? So I can't reload them, or like I can't do two shots in one turn, or am I crazy? Hey, look at that.
I'm pretty sure.
Nat 20.
I think it takes a bonus action to reload a crossbow.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think you have 2 attacks. Yeah,
I do.
right?
I have extra attack.
Oh, well then you would be able to. I mean, you kill him, so he
Sweet.
just arrow straight through the head, and he drops.
I will bonus action reload my crossbow then, and then fire it again at this one right here.
All right.
18.
Yeah, just
Hey.
2 Duergar dead.
Nice.
It's just like shooting fish in a barrel that are running across spikes.
And then I turn back and put my back against the wall again, getting ready to reload.
All right, Duergars.
Can they live?
20 feet of movement, please.
Way to go, Tommy.
Honestly, great spell choice.
This one is running up to you, Axel. Right as it gets to you, just falls dead. Another 20, please. I mean, you're gonna kill him. He's 5. Yeah.
Ooh.
All the Duergar in that room are dead. You are out of initiative.
Took 12 seconds to silence him.
We should see. There were a lot back there. Maybe there's something in there.
Yes, we should go find something to kill in the next 52 seconds.
So
I'm assuming it's just a quarters for him. I'll teleport back this way so people can hear me. I am assuming it's just quarters. We don't need to worry about it right now. It's probably best that we don't make a huge ruckus.
we should move forward while we still can.
Okay.
I did a good job. Look at me, I'm so strong. I definitely don't want to die.
Can you take it down so we can walk in there?
No, we
It's
have not.
probably just quarters, so there's no reason to go that way.
Yes, we can loot later.
Who needs loot?
We're part of the recon
Oh, there were
team
no.
anyway.
Oh, sorry, those are windows. I thought those were doors. My bad.
I'm assuming they're just where they were staying and holding up.
Yeah.
And,
As you look in there, they're like doors to smaller rooms.
yeah.
It's
You
like
can
a
see like there's a
bedrooms
bunk in
and-
there and stuff as you look
Okay,
over
okay.
this growth. Yep. All right, where do you guys head now? You got the doors here. Shadow Mine saw some doors down further down the hallway. And as you continue to look down the hallway, you also see these hallways to the left and right lead to more doors.
Okay. And then what about this one to my right?
And this one, you can see leads to this portcullis. And as you look through it, so you see the portcullis, and why doesn't it tell me anything else about it?
it's an
There is a
empty room.
wide shaft that seems to descend pretty low down, and you see there's like a fiery light coming from this hole in the building, essentially.
So there's
But there are iron portcullises blocking it.
right. So how big is this hole? You said so. There's a hole with fire coming from below, right? So
Yeah, that whole thing is a hole.
that whole thing is a hole.
Yes.
Okay, and down below is just fire. So that's probably a forge type thing. I don't really have a reason to go that way then. I'll teleport back. All right, we have a few options.
Yes.
We have about 6 doors we can check. I'm assuming one of them, assuming one of them isn't really necessary. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
We can start with the one we've passed.
All right.
Clear it out room by room.
Yes. That most likely, the door behind us likely leads into the main area. If we wish to tackle that first. Since it is close to the entrance.
All right. Here's my suggestion then. Everyone pile into the hallway. Valras, if you open the door, they won't notice anyone specific. They'll just see the door open.
Got it. I will first press my ear up against the door. Do I hear anything coming from the other side?
Do a perception check.
Abu, come over here by me so they don't see you in the doorway.
Okay.
I don't need
19.
to see an army of pavos.
You don't hear anything.
They're gonna like
I want-
vanish any second now.
I want to try and quietly open the door.
All right, you open this door, and inside you see a rectangular room that has 2 sets of double doors on the. Or you see a set of double doors on the far side. A brazier glowing of hot coals stands in each corner, and in the middle of the room is a low stone table, on top of which seems to be something that looks like a map.
I'm gonna go.
Cool.
Are
I'm
there
gonna go and
people
I'm
in
gonna
there?
take a look at. You said there was a map somewhere?
On
And I'll
a
take a
table
look.
in the middle of the room.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that.
Does anybody else go in there with her? Or is she just going in on her own?
I mean, if we can, Axel would go in with her. Like, if there's not any immediate danger, he would go in as well.
All right. As you go into this room and look at this map on the table, you can see that it is a very accurate depiction of the 10 towns and all of its environments. Mounted on on a top of a thin iron rod stand on the table is a 6-inch tall dragon figure carved out of what appears to be black ice. And you can see that the wings of this dragon that are outstretched. The figure's stand is attached to an iron rod, and there's like a groove that is on the table. You also see that there is a lever on the side of the table.
Is there a pattern to these grooves?
The groove seems to make a pattern, yes. It seems to draw a path. Let's see if I can find this for you, actually.
I'm looting this guy.
I'm
Just in the
looting
meantime.
We're gonna wait to loot. I'm gonna loot this guy.
Yeah. I assume it's a handout. It would make sense.
Pull my
to
arrows
me,
out
right?
of him too.
I'll do that. I'll be pulling out Valrez's arrows.
Alright, you can do that as I find this, as it shows it to me right now. Actually, let me see, because I think there's a picture and it'll tell me what the things. But yes, you do see that there is a pathway leading from this figure, and it seems to head directly to Dugan's Hole, and then over to Goodmead, then East Haven, then Caer Dineval, then Caer Koenig, then Tourmaline, then Lonely Wood, then Bremen, then Targos, then Bryn Shander, and then back to its starting position.
I don't mind. Come take a look at this. What do you think?
Is the dragon moving?
It is not currently.
Where is it settled on the map?
Right in the spine of the world, where you think this is where you are currently.
I think this is clearly a war room. They're planning. This seems to be the track of what they're programming. They're ordering this dragon to attack. Seems like a full circle along the towns in one swoop.
Dragons can fly pretty fast. Do we think what kind of timeline before it's back?
Hours. It has to go across all of 10 towns.
Yeah.
Well, if this is its path, then hopefully our friends that are in the 10 towns can.
Well,
take
here's
care
the
of
problem.
them.
It looks like it's gonna wipe out 3 whole towns before it gets to Caer Dineval. So our friends probably won't see it very quick. I really wish there was something else we could do about it, but unfortunately, it might just end up we lose 3 whole towns.
Alright.
Who has that horn? Maybe I don't know. I don't know what it does. Maybe it could warn them.
Pabu?
From what I understood, that horn will only help us in battle if we're a bit stuck. It will help summon people to come help us.
Okay.
Yes, Babu would have identified that by this point. It's the horn. The name of the horn is the Horn of Spirits, but mechanically, it's the Horn of Valhalla, which allows you to summon berserker spirits to your aid.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Perhaps there is something here that we can recall the dragon with? If it was given orders to fly this path, perhaps we can reverse it so that it comes back here?
That is a good idea.
Back
Maybe.
in the arrows. If I'm allowed to have any.
Yeah, you can get all of her arrows back. There are war picks on these Duergar if you want war picks. They also have scale mail and shields.
Ooh, but they're dwarf sized.
They are dwarf sized.
I'll take a shield.
Okay.
I don't know if I can use it.
I think
I'm gonna
Bards
check
can
out
use
these.
shields.
braziers, is there any art on them or like any depictions of anything, or is it just to light the room?
Yeah, they don't seem to tell anything. They're very well made, but they don't seem to have any kind of meanings or anything to them.
I think that you guys may be onto something. Who unleashes a dragon and doesn't have a way to control it?
Well, a crazy person does that. We don't know what type of person it is. A smart person has a way to control it.
Or a way to destroy it.
So we have to keep looking for this.
Yes, perhaps they would have a way to destroy it. Worst case scenario. Axel's friends down in down in Caer Dineval, along with the Arcane Brotherhood, can't stop it. It wipes out all 10 towns, comes back here. Hopefully, they can do some kind of damage to it. It roosts back here, and if we're lucky, we've destroyed every last stinking dwarf in this place. It comes back, and we finish the job, so at least, if nothing else, the land can be reclaimed by the Goliaths.
We've killed the dragon before.
We have.
If we get it in a room, I don't think we'll have problems. It's just when they get in the air, fly away.
Yes.
I would like to start searching this room. This is their war planning room, so
Oh, you said there was
maybe-
a lever.
There was a lever on the table.
I
yes.
wanna check the lever. You know what? Yeah, I want to check it for traps if I can before I pull it.
While she's doing that, I want to continue
go ahead.
looking around the room for, since this is the planning room, clearly, see if they mention any notes mentioning a way of controlling the dragon or destroying the dragon, or any sort of device that may do like a necklace or whatever magical means.
I won't even have you roll investigation on that because the only thing you do see are the braziers and the low stone table in here.
And there's no like drawers or anything.
Yep. And then do an investigation on the lever.
11.
You don't see anything trapped on it. It just seems to be it goes into the table, but you don't see anything.
I'm gonna pull it.
You
or
pull
push
it.
Whatever.
Yeah, you pull it towards you, and this little dragon figurine starts following the path of on the map.
Oh. Oh. So it is. It doesn't. We don't have live GPS. It is just a fun way to see it. Okay.
Actually, Pablo, give me a perception check.
17?
You're kind of looking around at the door. Maybe something's going on in here that you're not aware of. And you do, you're putting your hands on the wall, and you see there's a small crack in the wall. And as you kind of push into it, a pathway appears to you.
Well.
That probably doesn't matter to you.
It just goes to the barracks.
Yep, it just seems to go to the barracks.
Okay. Don't know why that's there, but what if you pulling the lever is actually controlling the dragon?
Well, it probably wouldn't be staying put on the table if it was out flying.
Right, so she pulled lever and then dragon moved, destroyed town, she pulled lever.
The
I'm
dragon
going.
left before I pulled the lever.
Yeah, maybe somebody pulled lever before you pulled lever the first time, so...
But it was
here
sitting
where
right
we are
here.
in the spine.
Babu, actually, I think I've got an idea.
I don't think you guys are understanding what I'm saying, but this is okay.
I understand what you're saying, and I'm saying I don't think it's that way at all.
It was just I'm just saying maybe we don't pull lever a bunch of times just in case.
No, I'm with you, Babu, because I had an idea, and I'm gonna reach out and just try to like gently turn the dragon so that it's facing back towards where it came from. Like, I'm not gonna break it, so if I feel any resistance, I'm not gonna like snap it off, but just like, and we just like.
Yeah, you like go to put your hand on it. Actually, yeah, you go to put your hand on it, and you hear it start to whir, and it like keeps trying to move. And yeah, it's gonna snap if you continue holding onto it.
Okay, my idea didn't work either.
I will turn
was
it
a long
off.
shot.
I'm assuming the lever will turn it off.
Like the lever doesn't stay in place. It goes back into position after you pull it. So, and once it gets back into the final spot, it stops.
All right, I think I might have something I want to look at. I think Valriz and Axel, perhaps you guys continue along this path. Use that sneaking. Marok also, I think, or Stone here also, I think, might be good backing up. Pabu.
Yes.
There's a door that's, I think, might be interesting. You're a smart kid. I think you might be able to figure out some stuff with it. Just in case we can kind of help us decide what's going on with some interesting things I saw earlier.
Okay, which door?
And then he starts heading this way.
All right.
With the intention of me following?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This way.
As Pabu is leaving, I'll just put a hand on his shoulder. Let us know if you need assistance. Shout for help, and we'll return when necessary.
Okay.
All right, Pabu, no matter what, do not shout for help. Don't ever make a sound. If they're gonna kill you, they should kill you without getting any information.
Okay.
Very conflicted, Pabu.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the people that are up in the room with the map first.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with this door. I'm gonna see if I can hear anything on the other side before I try to quietly open it.
Do a perception check.
Perception. Not survival.
No.
Dirty 20.
You do hear like the crackling of flame on the other side, but you do not hear anything else.
I will quietly try and open the door.
Alright, you quietly creak open the stone door that grinds against the stone floor.
Yep, exactly.
And you see inside, braziers heaped with glowing hot coals heat this chamber, which contains a large stone bed covered with soot-stained furs. Its head against the north wall. In a shallow niche above the bed is a bas relief of a giant scowling Duergar clenching its teeth. At the foot of the bed is a flat-topped iron trunk sealed with a bulky padlock. A stone door is set in the western wall.
So there's a door, a bed, a chest, and was the Duergar a statue or was it a person?
Yes, it's like the statue of a store. It's a Duergar head on the wall, but it's made of stone.
I don't see anybody.
You don't see anybody.
Okay, I will reach my hand out to the werebear and kind of tug on its fur a little bit and motion to come.
Okay.
And I will go in and I will take a look at that Duergar statue.
Yeah. You see it's in a shallow. It's above the bed. It's you can see it's got this huge beard, huge nose. Not really any super defining features or anything that puts you up. But do an investigation check quick.
Okay. A natural 20.
A natural 20. Yeah, you kind of are trying to check to see if it has any, like, maybe hidden buttons on it or anything. But you do not see anything on it.
Can I, just based off of looking at it, does this seem to be a depiction of, like, a dwarven god, a Duergar god? Just because I speak Dwarvish, perhaps I have a little bit of
Do a religion check.
Ooh, a religion? Okay. 6.
Nothing that you are aware of, no.
Okay, that fits.
Can we check the trunk?
We can loot later. And I'm just gonna motion towards the door.
The stone here, maybe move.
Sorry. Sorry, I get a bit confused sometimes. I'm not sure what we're doing all the time.
Why not open up that door too?
All right, you open up this door to reveal a closet. And inside of the closet, there is a shelf that is imbued into the south wall, which seems to hold a 2 foot. It does hold a 2 foot tall statuette that depicts a nude female Duergar with no facial features and a spiked crown atop her bald head. You see that stacked on some smaller shelves around the statuette are 7 skulls. And you can see that the skulls kind of have like multiple holes at the bottom of them, and there are these large eyes.
Do I know what this thing is?
Do a religion check.
Duergar was a kinky son of a bitch.
No. 6.
You do not know.
Well, it looks scary. You said it's on a shelf. Can I look under the shelf to see if there's like, I don't know, a secret door or something? Or a trap door?
Yeah, do an investigation check.
12.
You do not see anything.
There's a creepy statue with thorns on its head. Even for me, it's creepy.
That does not sound pleasant. We should... There is no other rooms here. We should regroup with the others.
I agree. I did not see any doors under the shelf or anything.
Start heading back down the hallway then.
All right. Pabu and
Should've
I'm gonna clock this room to come
and
back
Shadowmine.
to open that trunk later.
All right. Pabu and Shadowmine, you enter this room, and again, all the things that you saw before, the iron cage in the middle of the room that has chains running up and down it, and this room does seem to be heated by these braziers that are glowing with hot coals.
Yep. Babu, what do you make of this?
Baka, is there some sort of roll you want me to make to see if I can interpret how this works?
Yeah, roll just a flat intelligence check.
12.
From what you can see of, it's like you've never seen anything like this before, but you can see that the chain is moving and then it stops for a little bit, and then it continues to move again. So something or someone is pulling it, and it stops at certain points. You're not sure.
Oh, is it moving right now?
Yes.
Oh. Someone is probably pulling those chains, so... They could be seeing company soon.
Yeah, as you're saying this even, you start to see this large iron box comes down from above and stops on your floor, and the doors open. And then it sits there for about a minute, and then they close again and it moves down.
I think...
Where did it open from?
The doors just opened when it stopped on your floor.
Like these... Are you saying these doors, or is it like a thing in this?
So there are doors on this that open, like on this
Okay.
side. It's like
On that, on Pabu's side, okay.
Yep.
Did Pabu feel... Oh, God. Can I do a perception check to see if I heard? Because...
Yeah.
Obviously, my interpretation is it could just be making rounds, or some invisible guests showed up. And I'm like, I want to be able to, I don't want to see if I can.
Oh, yeah. Do a perception check.
Oof, duh.
5.
You don't see or hear anything.
So there's a hole in the ground here now that this thing has gone down, correct?
Yes. Yep, it seems to be able to go up and down from where you are at.
I want to go kind of like crawl up to the edge and look over and down.
Yeah, you look down and you see a chain going down into darkness.
Then I want to look up.
You see a chain going up into darkness.
What if we climb the chain or take it down, but don't go in the cage? I don't know.
I'm worried about not knowing how far it goes up or down, and it's a long climb, probably. Unless everyone, I mean, I hope everyone's up for it, but you know Stone here.
Yes, he'll
weakest
complain about his
bones in the place.
Yes. Well, maybe we should clear the rest of this floor, and then we can come back to this.
All right, let's check out these doors. Back me up. If something happens, you're able to at least see what's going on and can report to everyone else.
Okay.
And I want to try and open these doors.
Right, you open these doors, and inside, a stone desk and a chair stand empty on the east side of the room. The braziers that normally heat and light the room have been extinguished. An arrow slit in the south wall lets the frigid mountain air in. And as you're looking around the room, behind you, you hear the doors open again, and then close, and the box continues upward.
It might just be an automatic thing.
It is very weird.
I think we should still be on our edge at any moment. I mean, obviously they can turn invisible. They might get the drop on us.
Right.
But you said there's a stone desk?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything on the desk? Or like drawers, papers?
There is not.
How long does it sit on each floor? Just like relatively?
About a minute.
Okay.
Is there anything else in here, or should I?
Nope, seems pretty empty.
Pretty barren. Okay. I was expecting a little bit more out of here, because you see over there, obviously there's that contraption that's bringing things up and down the shafts, and I'm pretty sure around the backside of this wall somewhere, there's a room where it's just a giant hole, and down below is fire. And I assume it might be some kind of furnace or worse. I don't know if it could be lava or something, but I'm assuming a furnace or something.
Right. And where there's a forge, there's dwarves.
Yeah. All right, perhaps we should just reconvene.
Alright. At this time, you all group up again.
Is there any buckets around?
No, not on this floor, there isn't.
Okay.
You gonna toss it down?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say there's
Or
plenty
was
of
that-
Duergar bar. Oh,
Where does a helmet?
yeah.
That's
Up
what
at
I
his
was
knee.
thinking.
No. I wasn't gonna wear the helmet either.
Buckethead.
We found the bedroom, but nothing else. There's a chest we can check out later, but no more Duergar.
Well, we found an empty room, and Pablo and I think that there's probably what's an automated shaft elevator, kind of going up and down every minute.
Oh, I like
So-
that word. We should use that to explain what it is.
Elevator, the elevator, the descalator. Is de-escalating you from? All right, descalator it is. He just thought himself into a new word he didn't say before at all.
Sharp, I have a
Yeah.
general question for you.
Yeah.
So where we are, like the stairs that we took up, where are we in relation to the doors that the dragon came out of? Like, are we above? Are we below? Are we on the same level as?
You're below.
Okay, good to know.
So there's those doors up ahead on the left.
Yeah, there's about 4 doors that way.
Let's go clear that.
I'm gonna head up.
I go behind Bear.
It's a safe place to be.
If nothing else, they think a polar bear just found its way in here.
I'll do what I did
Whoa.
before. I'm gonna listen to see if I hear anything on the other side of the door before I open it.
All right.
23.
Yeah, you on the other side of this door, you hear like some clinking, like things being scraped against each other. Maybe like it's hard, how do I describe this? Yeah, it's like there's like dinky noises every once in a while, and like stone, not stone, but like metal hitting metal, like very gently though. It's not like people are working in here. But there's movement inside.
I'll move up to Shadow Mind and kind of pull him away from the door a little bit.
Okay.
Back a few feet. There are clinking noises inside that room.
Interesting.
Not
there might
like-
actually be
not
people.
like banging, but like tink tink.
Could it be
So-
another Discuscute Latour?
Another
Is that what
desculation
it-
machine.
Is that what it sounded like? Did it
Um,
make a tink tink sound?
are you asking me or Pabu?
No, I'm asking
Okay.
them. If that's the sound that the descalated.
And by asking us, she's asking you indirectly.
No, it doesn't sound like the
Okay.
elevator made much more noise.
No, it was pretty noisy. It was more like crank, crank, crank.
we should
So I think it might be that
on,
there's people in there.
if I open the door, we should be on alert.
Maybe. Stone here. Get your ass over here.
Yeah, what's up?
He's
What do
getting
you
over
need
by
from
the
me?
second.
Yeah. Get your old bones over here.
Yeah, what's up?
Night Hunter and I are gonna each take one of the doors, burst it open, and if you see anyone, I want you to be ready to cast more thorns.
I don't have many more thorns left in me. If I want to do other things.
What do you mean do other things?
Well, like
When do you do anything?
I just figured out I can, like, summon lightning and just electrocute a bunch of people. Or,
We're in
like,
a building.
no, from, like, my hands and just, like...
Like Palpatine this shit.
I don't
or,
know if it's
like-
a good idea for you to shoot your own life force out of you. You ain't got much left in you.
I could also, like, summon a rhinoceros to help us in a fight if necessary. I.e., I don't have any more second-level spell slots left. So I'd have to use a third level.
Yeah, alright.
Which is fine, but...
Never mind. Fine, keep your bones
Well,
to yourself,
like-
then.
I could also just make a very big entrance as Polar Bear Man.
Yeah, well,
Pretty
the
hard.
thorns were pretty good last time.
The thorns were pretty good. It was very good. We need to remember that in the future.
Never mind. Night Hunter, maybe you should just open the doors and then we'll take it from there.
Right. I will go into like a crouched position and open the door. That way if anything goes flying, it might go over my head.
All right.
I'm invisible, but
Well,
there might be
you-
light in there.
yeah, you open the doors. 3 braziers heaped with hot glowing hot coals illuminate and heat this long hall. At the eastern end is a hexagonal stone table surrounded by 6 stone chairs. Seated in the chair facing the door is a haggard old Duergar with long black hair streaked with ribbons of white and fingernails like shards of iron. She is devouring a hearty buffet of cooked meals, mushrooms, and strange underdark fare. Lurking next to her is a small mechanical dragon made of a shiny black substance. Hunched over a hot stove in the west side of the room are 3 Duergar cooks. And as they turn to see the door open and this light start to illuminate you, they drop their utensils and start to reach for their weapons. But you see the older Duergar at the table raises her hand and she says, "No, wait a moment. She might be useful." And that's where we'll go to break.
Ooh.
So, I think you guys are hanging out with us for a little bit. We will be back in just a moment, and when we come back, I think we need to check in on the 10 towns.
Ooh.
No.
So, get ready for that, folks. We'll see you in just a second.
It's only been like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's only been like 5 minutes.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Icewind Dale, Rime the Frostmaiden. In our first half, we kind of joined our Goliaths as they started to check out the Duergar's fort in the spine of the world. But in our second half, we will be returning to the 10 towns, where, as the camera pans the tundra, that's the wrong song, we see as a small group of people running with their whatever they could grab, their livestock, running through the tundra in the direction of Bryn Shander. As we pass over Dugan's Hole, every building in the town has been destroyed. Smoke rises from the wreckage as we see the large construct flying off towards Goodmead. 6, 3, and Shannara, you are sitting in your stable, coming around to full consciousness after your long rest. When you hear screaming coming from people in the town, and people are running past the stables.
I guess because like I'm like fully aware, so like at when this is going on, so like it's kind of happening, but I'm like kind of resisting, so I just don't really know what the deal is. But as I can, like I turn to Shannara, I'm like, I guess I look over to 3, I look over to Shannara. It seems as though there's some commotion outside. Shall we go see what it is?
Yes, let's. As 3 pushes himself up and you begin walking out of the stables. And as you look off away from where people are running, you hear this deep roar that doesn't sound natural. It's hollow, as a hollow sound to it, as this enormous flying beast that glints off the moonlight is flying towards the town.
This does not look good. 3, how loud can you get?
As loud as you, I suppose. I don't know why I went to Arlar at the end of it.
This is unfortunate. I am going to... Because it's like the middle of the night. I want to... I know this is tough. I'm trying to like, how do I make enough of a commotion right here?
Well, there is quite a commotion going on with people running and screaming.
Okay, because I wanted like people to be aware and like notice about this thing. Okay, because I figured most of Goodmead was probably asleep, but I suppose
they're waking up currently. Like the meat hall probably isn't yet because it's kind of well insulated, but
yeah,
they will be soon. As the dragon
how
approaches.
far away does it look like? Like how does it look like there's going to be a moment of time where it's Like, is there any way to estimate maybe how long until this thing arrives to Goodmead?
Seconds.
Seconds. Okay. Shinar,
Yes.
I think you should go to the tavern and try and get our friends.
All right. I will head to get Master Zavros and Master Orlin and the others.
Yes.
As she starts to shamble off, you hear the dragon roar once again, and you can see these, like, it's like a grill pattern almost as this light comes between. Picture a knight's like the mouthpiece on a knight's helmet, that grating kind of thing, that begins to light up, and a beam of light shoots out and rips through the town, just ripping buildings apart, and destroying them. And let's give you a little visual, everybody, to see what's happening here.
Seems excessive.
Nah. As it swoops past the town and is going to come for another round as Shinar begins heading towards the hall. The meat hall.
Oh, man, this isn't good.
Probably not.
How high up do I think it might be?
When it came down, it seemed to get down to like 120 feet, but as it swoops back up, it gets much higher than that, probably around 300.
It's not... It looks weird. Because it looks like a construct, right?
Yes, you can see like the black ice glinting as it flies through the night sky. The moon has gotten much larger by this point, so it's lighting up the town pretty well.
I guess first things first, I will cast Mage Armor on myself.
Fair enough.
Because I think this thing, it looks like it's going to get pretty heated in here. I am going to test the waters.
Okay.
I am going to fire, like on its swoop down, I want to firebolt it.
All right. Shoot some firebolts at it as it comes for another round.
That's not who shot it, but I don't know where. Shadow Mine. No. 14.
You shoot, and it looks like it's going to be a dead-on shot in its face, but it just pushes right through it and continues diving towards the town.
Not good.
Understatement of the campaign.
I want it because I want to be able to go help Shinar make sure people are coming. I don't know how to help the people who are scrambling. But, like, I want to be there to like try and do what I can to stop this thing. I don't. Part of me is such a gamble right now. It's such a fucking gamble. Because I don't think Dispel Magic's gonna work on this thing in any capacity. And I can't counter magic, so I can't spell, so I'm gonna try and... How are you? Yes, okay. I don't care about that. Okay,
nope. Dr. Phage got so scared he left.
I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
He should have drank the mead. He would have been an advantage on fear saves. I
don't want to be afeared.
I literally don't know what I can do.
Well, if you like, we can get jump over. Unless you have, I'll give you one more action if you want. Otherwise, we'll wake some people up because this thing just ripped half the town apart with its beam.
I have to try and Scorching Ray it. I don't know what else I can do.
All right.
Let's see. 3 rays, roll them. Try one of them. Okay. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. Okay. So it's three of these. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
First 2 hit.
First 2 hit. Oh, why? Yeah,
You
So
know,
13 fire damage is
yeah,
Scorching Ray.
yeah. The first two, hit the thing. You hit it in these bulky arms as it's flying down, and as you hit with the two, it brings its front legs out and just lands right on top of the stables, crushing everything inside of it. I need you.
Every dragon fight, we just lose the mounts.
Oh, you did lose monster
Yeah.
in the boreal dragon. I need you, as this thing lands, to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. 16. Come on.
16.
This is my best save.
Hey, it saves.
Oh,
As this thing
okay.
whips its head to look at you after you just hit it with two of these scorching rays. You're able to hold off what seems to be like it looking into your soul. And we will jump over to the mead hall. All of you sleeping in the mead hall are woken suddenly as this sound of destruction starts happening outside. You can hear screaming. The bees aren't buzzing anymore. And if they were, you couldn't hear them because of all the screaming and just sound of wreckage and buildings crumbling. What all do you do?
Where are the rooms of this meat hall? Because I don't think I was down drinking.
You would be on the second floor.
And Felicity would hear this commotion.
Yeah.
Could I use my claws to climb up the side of the building to the roof to see what's going on?
Yeah, you can open the window and climb out the side. And you see as this enormous thing made of this black ice material has landed on the ground and is swinging its tail through buildings and stomping over anything in its path.
Oh, this is not good.
Zavros, wake up. There's something going on. Just gonna shake Zavros awake.
I would definitely use my cannon to shoot it.
All right.
For
Take a
sure.
shot.
That would be my bonus action. It's my spellcasting modifier. Oh, that was almost a natural 20.
It does hit, though.
Okay, so that's 2d8. Six.
For total 6, all right.
6 force damage. And I think she would how far away is this thing?
I'm gonna say it's about 60 feet from you currently.
60 feet.
That's pretty close.
I don't think I want to teleport it, because putting it in the... Do I see Axel? No. I don't see... Axel's not here. No, we're all spellcasters. We don't have any melee except for 3, right?
Yeah.
Do I see 3?
Do a perception check. Just see if you can see him in all of this chaos. As people are running, screaming, trying to get whatever they can.
17.
17. Yeah, you see 3 is pretty close to it right now. He's a little over 30 feet away. He's not quite as close. He's like 35.
Is the dragon in the air or on the ground?
On the ground.
Oh, okay. Then I'm not going to do that then. I'm going to also do a scorching ray at this thing for my action.
All right. 20 will hit. Or total damage, sorry. What's
No, the
it's
total
a
damage is
save.
1.
Constitution save
Oh,
from it?
I hit shatter, not scorching ray.
Okay.
That's my
Roll
bad.
the scorcher. I was gonna say that. I didn't have to save before.
Yeah, I was like, that's weird. 16 to hit.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait,
so
sorry,
that's-
no, it doesn't. Sorry.
Okay.
Does not hit.
Get two
It
more.
just shoots over the top of him as it continues destroying buildings.
17?
17 does hit.
Okay, so that's 13 damage.
All right.
And then my last ray is only a 14. It's gonna miss.
It's gonna miss. As it is running through these buildings, destroying what it can see, and you hit it with these two scorching rays. You hear it bellow out in rage, and it spreads its wings wide and starts flapping up and takes off into the sky and begins to fly away.
I'm gonna scurry down to the ground to where 3 is.
So the dragon just flew off after that?
Yep.
Did I see what direction it went?
It went to the east.
So I was really hoping to keep its attention there, but...
My Discord cut out for a little bit. Can Liliana get close to this thing before it flies away?
You are inside of the building. Felicity was able to get to it because she can climb on things with being a cat. So she climbed out the window when was able to do that.
What floor of the building are we on?
2nd floor.
How fast can this thing fly?
Pretty freaking fast.
So it probably gets more than 90 feet away from me.
Mm-hmm.
It has to go up and away.
If I...
Yeah, I'll allow you to do something. Orlin had to wake up Zavros, and Zavros is not in the right state of mind to be doing anything right away, so...
If I jump out of my window, can I get within 30 feet of this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I will, fully hearing this thing, seeing it appear, knowing that I don't have time, I will fully just, launch myself out of the window to try and protect as many of these people as possible.
Yeah. You take a d6 worth of damage.
That's fine.
And do you do any kind of spells or anything?
Yes. If I can get within 30 feet of it, I am going to cast blindness and deafness on it, specifically blindness.
Alright, what is the save?
My save is a 15. Sorry, I will put it in the chat. That's the wrong one. Sorry. Constitution saving throw. Beating a DC 15.
Yeah, beats it.
Okay. I mean, I had to try.
Fair enough. Yeah, and then it takes off into the night sky and continues east.
How much damage do I take?
Just 6 from the falling.
Okay.
Okay, so he swoops in, does some blasts. I get its attention. It lands to the stables, crushes the stables. It gets hit a few times, and a small dragon flies at it, and then it flies off. How wrecked is the town? What did anything because it was a very short, brief moment, and it didn't spend all of it wrecking. So I'm wondering, what the situation is with the town.
All right, let me get the Goodmead map out, because you did... Goodmead is still a pretty small town, so I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it doesn't take it long to do much damage to begin with. Yeah. So crush the stables, and had already come in with a swipe coming down this main street with its blast of light. So all of those buildings are gone, and it would have landed on the stables over... I'm going to say it's here because you guys were able to fight with it. So it landed there and destroyed those buildings there. So the majority of the buildings are just gone. The ones along the coast are still safe. The rest of them are all demolished. The mead hall, untouched.
Okay. So...
Thank God.
We at least a lot of Okay. And I just started heading farther away. So at least, it seemed as though us doing something knocked it off its plan and it escaped. I don't know to what degree it Because obviously, if it wanted just to wreck everything, it wouldn't have just left. Which makes me think perhaps doing something to it really did help. I wish three could have grappled him. That's not great. Oh no. I kind of saw the beam flying from the meat hall because it's a bright light. And all of the frickin' animals are dead. So that ruined another plan of mine. There's no time to start working. I'm just going to conjure animals. I am going to conjure. Where is it? I am going to conjure. How many of this are there? 3. We are about to split ways again. I need you to understand. I need to chase after this thing, and I don't know a good way to bring you with. I'm going to try and have Shinar stay with you. Hopefully they'll be fine with that. Hopefully everyone will be fine with that. But I think most importantly, perhaps you can help rebuild this town. There's a lot of people in need here, and we need to move forward. We need to move fast. And without our mounts, I'm able to move us, but not you. Do you understand, 3?
I understand. You must defend this place now.
Yes. Unfortunately, we don't have access to Yithrin, but we do have a place to protect right here. Okay. I'm actually going to, instead of immediately conjure... I am going to conjure 4 giant bats to act as... No, there's 5 of us. Son of a bee.
Yep. Zavros, Orlin.
Giant
Stavros.
eagles.
Liliana,
Giant
you.
eagles can fit 2 people.
They're large beasts.
Like you're saying you can't conjure them, right?
No,
Everything.
giant eagles, I can only conjure 2 of them, first of all.
They're still.
But also, because they're large, like a horse is large, you can somewhat, but like it's also not a quadruped for us to ride. So I think it's kind of difficult to do that, I guess. But giant bats also don't need sight because they've got echolocation. They have blind sight. They're also large. I will summon 4 giant bats to act as mounts for my friends, and I can transform myself. Alright, I start running with 4 giant bats towards the meat hall.
Alright.
Oh, now bats are attacking the town. Oh god.
Yeah, like as you're running, there is just chaos as people grab what they can, and like nobody seems to be taking leadership here to get them where they need to be. But yeah, you run towards the meat hall. Liliana and Felicity are both outside. Orlin, you are still inside with Zavros trying to get your things together.
Zavros has exhaustion at this point, right?
Yes.
Fuck.
Very on brand for Zavros. It went towards the east. Where did it come from?
I take it back. I can create 8 giant bats, because they are a lot more of a weenie than I thought they were.
Yes, that's. I was looking that up too because I was looking at other animals you could summon.
Very cool. Baka, let me know when I can be with the group.
Yeah, you can be with the group.
Okay,
I won't
cool.
have you all split for too long.
We need to. Do you think we can stop it? Do you think we can slow it down?
Stop what?
You can...
There's a dragon.
Is that white?
No, it's
Get on the bats first. Get on the bats.
What did
I'm
it
like
look
on
like?
one of the bats.
Yeah.
What direction did it come from?
We can talk on the flight. Now please, all of you, get on the bats.
Felicity's already on the bat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm walking to the
Okay.
bat, getting on the bat, but also still
I'm
questioning.
at the window. Yeah.
I don't know where it came from, but it went to the east.
What kind of dragon are we dealing with then?
It was a construct of some sort. Actually, I guess it'd be shy. It was a construct of some sort. As we kind of fly off into the night. With my 8 bats.
Did I get
Shinar! Shinar! I need you to stay with 3. I need you to stay with 3. I cannot bring him with. And he needs... I hate to leave him alone. He is very strange for this place. And, well, I think you would fit in much more, and I think you could help keep him company. Would you be willing to do that?
If that is what Master Zavras and Master Orlin wish.
An android and a mummy.
Yes, Shinar, do as he says. Axel, what the fuck happened out there?
Are you sending a sending spell?
A dragon attacked Goodmead.
That means we have to cut away from here and go back to the Goliaths. So let's do that. So you don't get this message quite yet. Where is this map? There's so many freaking maps. I'm sorry.
All right.
There it is. Cool. Let's get back into this. So, you guys have just opened this door, and this Duergar woman told these people not to attack you. She could be of help, and she has seen a Night Hunter so far.
I kind of immediately hearing this, like, put up a hand to, like, pause everyone from behind. Well, so that way us 4 can stay out of the sight while Night Hunter's dealing with this.
And how is that? Exactly.
Actually, first off, do you speak, what did she say it in?
Undercommon?
I don't think she did. She might have said it in Dwarvish.
I do know Dwarvish.
Okay, then yes, she said this in Dwarvish.
And I would respond in Dwarvish. If that is what I'm being addressed in.
You speak the Dwarvish then. Good, good. We can keep talking in this... Well, you see, the man who's responsible for this whole fortress we're in is kind of gone insane, and I don't quite care for his plans.
What are these plans that you don't like?
This Zardorak, he comes up from the Underdark and he says, "Hey, we're gonna take over Icewind Dale, and I don't want anything to do with the above ground. I just want to be back down." But he insists on trying to woo me and join our clans and make him stronger. But I think with your help we can undermine his plans and bring him back down to the Underdark where he belongs.
How do you plan that?
Well, I think, is it just you here?
No.
Well, that's good, because it take more than just you to kill him, I think.
Kill him.
That or hinder his efforts, whatever you can do, up to you. No, it's your choice, really.
Do you want us to undermine him? But if we kill him, you cannot take him back too.
I'd take his body either way.
You do have a point. What exactly do you know? The more information I have, the better I can execute any plans.
You see, as she ponders what to tell you for a second, this small mechanical dragon kind of crawls up onto the seat with her and is watching over her. And you can see, like, it's this black ice kind of creation as well. It looks like a small version of what you saw fly out of that hole that you shot at. Well, you're gonna probably have to fight a lot of monsters in here. He's been capturing monsters from the Underdark, trying to brainwash them with his spores so they can fight the survivors of his monsters attack, and I believe he keeps them down below, but yeah, well, he's got the forge down lower. I don't know where Duergar is right now. He's usually in his forge, but since he's done with that construct, who knows where he is now? But what exactly do you need to know? I guess I should ask.
What construct? What exactly are you trying to undermine?
Well, I'm trying to undermine his plans to take over the 10 towns, you see. Because he's trying to make an alliance between my clan, his clan, but I'd rather just take over his clan, if you know what I'm saying.
I do. I understand that concept very well.
But you're talking about... So you see this little chap here as she kind of scratches the top of this mechanical dragon's head and says, "This was a gift from Zordarak, kind of a prototype of his construct, if you would. A gift to me. He's trying to woo me, that ugly old bastard. I don't want nothing to do with him."
I mean, you're a very pretty Duergar. Sorry, I was
pause
trying
there
to...
had me concerned as to what you were going to say.
She was for a second. I didn't want to call her a dwarf because it's like, no, that's not what she is.
Oh, you don't have to lie to me. I know I'm not the best on the eyes, but
I think if it is your intention to undermine him and take out his put a dampener on his plans to take him back to the Underdark.
as long as it disgrace or kill, up to you.
Do you know where below they are?
No, I don't go down to the forges much, or where he's keeping them spore monsters. I don't want to get near those things, but I know the upper levels are more of his. Actually, upstairs, not a whole lot, to be honest with you. It's kind of the gate stuff and the doors to release that creature. It has a shaft that flew up from the forge, just across the hall here. Speaking of just across the hall, don't go into any of the other rooms further down. His sons live there. You don't want to deal with that. That's no good.
What about the what do you know of the trunk in the bedroom behind the map room?
I haven't gone into many rooms here. I just kind of stay here in my dining hall. Don't have much use for wandering.
As she's talking, Velraya's kind of tried to subtly motion everybody closer. Kind of does.
I do not move because I'm a very loud bear man.
I start to step forward, and then I smack into the bear man because I wasn't looking where I was going.
I don't understand I'm trying to motion that I don't understand a word you guys are saying, so I'm very cautious right now. Because all I hear is just dwarven nonsense.
How do we get to the below?
There's those de-escalator machines down the way. You said you have friends. Bring them in. We can have a drink together and discuss in less haste. You're crouching at the door. It's hard to have a good conversation with all of you, and you're just like that.
And I'll switch to Giant, and the rest of you guys come. She just wants to talk. And Valrus will stand up.
Why should we not deal with his sons? I'll say that in common.
You can understand this.
You can understand. I'll go in so that everybody else can come in, so I'm not blocking.
I'll teleport this way, because I'm still unaware.
I mean, if you want to fight his dumbass sons too, you can go for it, but Zordarok's the main issue. His sons down there, they got a zombie orc in there hanging out, and it's a whole thing. Go for it if you want. No skin off my nose. But... Do you want drinks? Get my friends some drinks.
You'll walk in now.
As you get closer, you see the food that she's eating off of. You can see there's a very thin layer of soot on it. She doesn't seem to pay any mind to it as the three Duergar cooks pour out this. It's like this.
You mentioned taking over his clan. Have you, without our help, taken strides to ensure they will come to your side?
Yes, I've already been seeding in some of my people into the ranks and getting them up. I mean, as soon as he's gone, there's have nobody to follow but me, so... Or disgraced, or...
Do you understand common?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
You don't all speak Dwarvish.
No.
All
No
right,
reason
well,
for
let's
it.
speak common then, I suppose.
Why would his sons not inherit and his people follow his sons?
Well, you see, I am still within the stages of pairing the two of us, so I would get first rights off the top there, and then the dumbass sons.
It's because if we kill the man, that means it wasn't blood on your hands, and they still think you're someone to follow.
Yes.
Well,
So there's...
Maybe we could help you with that if you help us with the dragon thing. Is there any way to stop it?
Nope. It has been set on its course. It will do its bidding, and then it'll come back here to get repaired and do it again if it needs to.
Insight check?
Yeah.
19?
Yeah, she seems to think that that's what the case is for it.
She said she doesn't go to the below. That descalator that you found goes down to the forge, and there are spore monstrosities.
Oh, you
down
mean
there.
the defibrillator?
Yes.
Yes.
Defibrillator. I mean, it
Yeah.
might stop your heart. I don't know about starting it.
Yeah, from what I've been hearing from my guards, he's been getting these corpses of these underdark monsters, and he's got some kind of myconoid sovereign down there reanimating them, and there's all sorts of things. It's a nasty place down there, from what I hear.
What do we get if we help you with your plans?
You get Zardarok out of Icewind Dale trying to destroy it? Is that not enough? Do you want some gold or something? I don't know what you Goliaths like.
I would like assurances that you will return back to the Underdark.
Yes, that's where I want to be.
So, I don't understand. Why does the dragon not attack all of you?
Because it was built by Zardarok. He's the one that programmed what it can do.
So if it's been built by someone, then we can disassemble it?
In theory, if you can stand up to it long enough to disassemble it, yes. Where are my manners? But I've just been spitting things at you.
Yes.
I'm Grandolpha Musgart. It's nice to meet all of you.
I noticed the floating name above your head.
Yes, thank you. I had it made custom.
I am very much trying not to metagame because I could tell right off your name you were an okay person. But I don't trust you.
Yes.
I have, so what I can kind of infer from all the key words in your dwarven ramblings. Upstairs is where they would have had to release the dragon from, correct?
Yeah, so it was forged down below, but the shaft was able to allow it to escape from the top and have somewhere to start its flight from.
So someone would have had to open up the... Would someone have to initiate something up there? Or do you think we're... Because you said it seems to be his domain. I don't know if there's like a door or something.
Zadrock is probably in the forge.
He might be in the forge. He might be at his throne. I assume he's somewhere downstairs. There's only workers upstairs, just working the gears on the doors and stuff. I'm not going to stop you if you want to go up there, bother around, and get into more squabbles with people. It's not my concern. The people that are loyal to me will let you pass, but there's still plenty of following that old bastard. I don't have my fingers on yet.
So this old bastard doesn't keep some sort of magic item or device on him to control the dragon?
No, it's all pre-programmed, son. It's this new fangled thing. You just put in what you need, close her up, and send her on her way. You don't have to worry about, where'd I put that remote, or what's the password, that kind of stuff.
Most of the words you just said, I don't know what they mean.
You'll get it when you're older.
Remote means something far away. So you don't have to worry about going far away to control it. You just,
like
it just does it itself.
I heard of.
So there are only 3 levels to this fortress. Above, where they handle mechanical things, and below where the forge and the throne room is?
Yep. Above is the ice gate. That's where the dragon comes out. Below is the forge and all the other shit down there.
New question.
Yeah.
When we kill this bastard, and the dragon comes back, what then of the dragon? It just continues the cycle?
I think I don't know everything. I didn't make the damn thing, but
I just didn't know how much he was trying to blab on to court you, so
Yeah, I mean, I got bits and pieces, but he just talks about nothing for a long time. But I'd assume he'd have to reprogram it again. It's not as advanced as some of the things that some of the other Duergar make, but it's okay for what it is.
So I have a question.
Yes.
When he goes to make repairs or reprogram it, does he have to turn it off?
No, I think it could stay active, but again...
Oh, shit.
I think our answers are downstairs then.
I agree.
Yes.
Alright, well... Unless you want any of our mushroom brew, you're free to do as you will.
No.
I appreciate it, but
One last thing. How do you feel
Yes.
about the demons and devils?
And not my thing. I don't want to worry about them. Try to stay away from them. Plenty of demons in the Underdark trying to eat you. I don't want it.
Good. Okay.
I kind of like turn to Night Hunter and I kind of like nod as in like we should get moving.
mm-hmm. She responds the nod, and we'll be the first to thank you. And if you can keep your people out of our way, we will leave your people alone.
I'll
Is there a
send
sign we should tell them that we are working with you?
She like turns one of the cooks and kind of waves her hand, and he disappears. It becomes invisible. He'll go tell the necessary ones that are on our side.
Then it is on their hands if they do not hear in time.
Fair enough.
I.e. the ones we already killed.
They stumble into all those bottles. Oh my god!
Night Hunter would follow Shadowmine because she doesn't know where this
Yeah.
defibrillator is. I'm inside a bear.
Alright, as you all head over towards the escalator, Axel, you get a sending spell in your head.
Axel, what the fuck happened? There's a dragon here.
We arrived and the dragon flew out. We're trying to kill the man who made it. We don't think there's a way to stop it.
Awesome, Manos.
I mean, Axel doesn't know how the fuck the spell works.
Alright. Back with the bats.
So, don't know how to destroy it. Duergar made it. Duergar made it. Was that it? There was one more part, right?
That they're trying to kill the man that made it.
They're trying
Don't
to kill
know
him.
how to destroy it, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way to stop it, or stop it, destroy it, whatever. However you want to interpret that.
You know, I asked a long time ago if I should make some sending stones, and everybody was like, nah, I don't think we need them.
I'm just gonna, like, look over at Felicity as we're flying on bats through the sky after the dragon. You know, maybe we'll have this conversation later about what magic items we could make if there's any 10 towns left.
I wish Axel had said the flight path of the dragon, so
Yeah.
we could cut it off.
I thought about that, but I wasn't gonna be
Yeah,
petty
I was just
about it.
just about to ask, are you heading straight to East Haven?
It said east. It's probably significantly faster than us.
I was going to ask that as well. What is the speed of the the
60.
giant bass? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
So I
So
guess
we're
try and keep up with it. Yeah.
I think East Haven's the best first spot we can get to because it's a town. We can at least make sure it's safe, and then we can cut across the Lac Dinashare to or Dinaval if we need to. Because I let everybody know, there was so many people coming from Dugan's Hole.
Mhm.
Lots of people escaping and running into town, causing this commotion. And I think it's because of the dragon.
And
so
that
I
is
think
the
it's
next
headed for
closest
more
town.
towns. So let us go to East Haven where we can at least make landing if need to, readjust, and then move on. Hopefully it's safe.
How long is it going to take us to fly to East Haven?
3 hours. No, sorry, not 3 hours. 2 hours.
Flight? Direct path?
Yes.
Not going the...
It takes the dragon an hour and a half. You're slower than the dragon.
Oh, wow.
So we make it halfway
An
there
hour.
before...
And then the spell ends.
Yeah. We're fucked.
Are you able to recast the spell, or are you out of that spell?
I can, and it's...
But, I mean,
Now I'm worried that it's going to have destroyed East Haven already by the time we get there. Because there's
You
not...
can always change your flight path if you think about this on the way.
That's what I'm wondering, like...
Yeah,
I'm afraid we're too slow. I think it's going to destroy. Do we think... I hate to... This is the last option I wanted to even think about right now. And I'm going to say this as we're, like, kind of, like, waiting for the spell to start ending. Because I would know that it's about to end. Should we go ask for help?
From who?
Avarice. She has more resources than we do. With one fell swoop, the dragon landed and crushed all of our mounts. I can only do this so much, and it's not very fast. It outpaces us.
We were planning on going there anyway.
Well, we were until a dragon swooped in, and we was there to kill her, not to make this deal.
If my assumption is correct, this is the weapon the Duergar were crafting that Avarice sent us to destroy.
That she was planning to run from if we did not destroy it, correct?
Is that correct? Sounds right.
Yeah, she kind of made it sound like if this were to go through, she would just find somewhere else to go.
She may not even be in Dinaval anymore.
She may not. She said she has tabs on things, but...
I can send a few more messages, but that will use quite a bit of my resources. I could send her one, see if she could hold the dragon off for a while we catch up. I think
it is best. Let her know we're coming. Let her know it's coming. And as we're, like, descending to the ground, and then I'll try and conjure up more bats. We should make our flight pattern. Actually, instead of that, since this is going to be, I might change up what animal I'm doing, just because I want to see if I have something that's faster. I was hoping flight, because then we could go over everything, we could possibly engage it. If you want to do sending stuff, I'm going to start looking to see what kind of thing I would cast. That's fast. If that makes sense.
Do we put our eggs in the Avarice basket, or do we send a message to Valine?
I don't think either of them will be useful. if we message Avarice, that will simply be early warning so that she can get out before any harm befalls her. And I don't know where Valine is.
Didn't she say she was gonna wait for us she did say where? I want to say East Haven. Can I roll a history check to see if Felicity remembers?
She was gonna wait for us. We were gonna meet up at the tavern in.
Yeah, she didn't tell you where she was going to wait. Just somewhere in the 10 towns.
Oh, okay.
Valine does not have much resources. Valine was on the run, basically hiding in a goblin fort with her few undead kobolds, and she seems scared to take on Avarice by herself. I think Avarice has an entire army dedicated to a demon at her side. I think, if necessary, she's the only one with resources. More importantly, what good is most of this? Your fight ends to take off this Auril, this Winter Witch. If there's no towns to leave, at that point you might as well say, good riddance and leave ourselves, but I have other answers I am looking for. And there's very few people who can help me keep finding these answers. Orlin, contact Valine. If she can help us, I will stay in Caer Dineval to assist her.
You mean Avarice?
Avarice.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Not Valine. Valine
Just
is
wanted to make
useless
sure.
me right now. I meant Avarice. Imagine that entire speech, but I said Avarice.
It was a good speech. Yes, of course. If I do send her this message, it could just be the warning she needs to flee. That is the...
That's why if she helps us, I will stay there with her, and I think I can offer more insights into what she's looking for than a wasted land.
If not, if she seems like she's going to run, perhaps the next best plan is to go where we think the dragon might go, as opposed to trying to catch up with it. Alright. I'll send a message to Avarice. Beep boop bop beep. Avarice, the weapon has been released. Can you hold it there and buy us time? What am I at? I couldn't hear you. What?
15.
We are on our way. 6. We'll stay with you.
What is this thing that we are waiting to fight? You've piqued my interest.
Can't waste another 3rd level. I'm just gonna trust that she fights it.
All right.
I mean, it can't be that much longer.
I still have 2 3rd levels. If you clue me in, I can send her a sending as well.
Oh, okay.
So that we at least have some 3rd level spell slots left.
I would say, she seems intrigued, but she wants to know what to expect.
I was going to ask this before we shifted to the Goliath. Did I get a good enough look at the thing as it was destroying the stables to see what it was made out of?
Yeah, you could tell it was made of black ice. You've interacted
Okay.
with so much Charlatan by this point, you know that it's Charlatan.
Okay. I'll cast Sending to Avarice. It's a dragon of Charlatan. Two towns dead. We will assist you if you can hold it there.
You will
You-
do. Oh, go ahead.
You are our only hope for stopping this thing.
We will do what we can here to stop it. Just bring me the construct you have.
They'll do their best. There's no promises, there's nothing. She wants 6, but they will do their best to hold the dragon.
And we are on bat still. It is the fastest thing I can give us. Everything else is like 50 feet, so 60 straight line. So I can only do it 3 times, right? So I can get us 3 hours of travel, basically.
Charlie Javros. We have to leave our home. Ooh, what happened? Somebody dropped the call.
We
right?
lost Dyto.
Yeah, Dyto.
Dyto died. What the hell?
The bat just left.
Tonight's been a weird night for the
Weird
Discord.
Discord night.
Discord has not been participating well in our game
The
tonight.
camera freeze. Bumble.
My
was
camera
something
freeze?
about
My audio?
No. Maybe it wasn't
Dr.
you.
Phage's
Phage. It was Phage's.
got cut out, yeah.
Got disconnected, and then
No, I connected.
you.
I disconnected.
Oh, we were just listing all the reasons Discord's been a butt today.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the best I can do because it's it's an hour long spell. The very best I can do is if we can't make there in 3 hours, I can wild shape and I can take another person with me.
I mean, it's 2 hours from this point, so.
Yeah, so I guess 2 more hours I've got because I did my first hour and then I only have 3 slots for this.
Felicity's gonna walk over to 6. And
Well, we're
she-
flying at this point.
Fly.
Oh, well, whatever. She's
should
gonna fly
walk over the bat's
Sorry,
wings.
I missed a lot when I
Yeah, yeah.
wasn't.
Yeah, sorry. I was just saying because a lot of this conversation is like while we're flying, and I was just saying.
Well,
that, like,
I
that's
disconnected before we got on the next leg.
The next set of bats.
Yeah. Because I would have done this before we got on the bats.
Okay.
She'll take off the ring of hair, basically, and give it to 6. And
Oh
Why
no,
don't
thank you.
why don't you attune to this while we're on this next leg? It'll give you a boost. It's a ring of spell restoring. You'll be able to restore a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay, so okay, so instead of just the 3 hours in total, that means I'll be able to do 4 hours in total. There we go. Thank you.
Will that
should-
help?
I hope it will. I hope for all of our sake it will. Yeah, so that's my max travel time I can get us without having to wild shape and just bring like 1 person.
Liliana,
Yes.
with this thing being of Charlatan, do we know of any weaknesses it might have? Would radiant damage be more useful?
When I asked Avarice earlier, she didn't have any good information. I haven't found anything that would be more useful against it. Also, even if Radiant was, I have very limited things that do Radiant. It would be cantrip.
What can you tell me more about Charlatan? Is it like a form of metal? What is it?
Like a black ice that can contain the power of demons inside.
Yes, it's concentrated demon, devilish magic in this material that corrupts people, can store magic, very powerful. About all we know about it.
I mean, that's all I got, I guess, for the. I'm pulling my weight.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
very much so. Yeah.
So I think the biggest question right now is: are you continuing to chase it to East Haven, or are you trying to go somewhere else?
We're going to
Heading straight to Cairdenivall.
Oh, you're going to Cairdenivall. Okay.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
my. Sorry, Zavros. We gotta leave our home. The
Yeah,
bird.
I heard that. I just wasn't sure if you were going to Cairdenivall to try and beat it there, or what the deal was.
It was no way. Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure Zavros would be putting up a fight right now, but he ain't here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he isn't here, so he's being very docile.
The bats control him. I control the bats. He goes where the
Right.
bats go.
So, as the bats turn to start heading towards Cairdenivall, and East Haven lays in wait, unsuspecting of a dragon descending upon them, we will end our session. So, thank you so much for joining us. I think next time we'll focus more on the Goliaths and what they're doing, because they're getting stuff done a lot quicker than the rest of the group. This is going to be a long couple while for you guys in the 10 towns. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be back next week to continue the siege on the 10 towns and the taking of the fortress in the spine. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to follow all the social medias for Swindler's Den, as well as our Patreon, where for only $1 a month you get all of our shows in audio format. And yeah, have a good night, everybody. I'll kiss y'all later before bed.
Good night.
Oh.
Don't know why I always default to kiss.
Smooches all around.